we're dressed like this today. But today we have a treat. We are going to talk about our ancestors, our heritage. And our heritage is about 3/4 Irish, 100% for moi, and about 1/4 German, because Moosey has German in him. We want to address this today, not only to grandparents and show you what we've done in the way of preserving our heritage, but we want to dedicate this to our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. We've tried writing a memoir. We didn't get very far because we realized kids wouldn't read the book. We did a blog, but that involved a lot of writing, getting the grammar correct, and we knew the kids wouldn't read that. So we finally decided on doing tabletop books with tons of photographs and also a lot of text, funny stories. Fortunately, in my case, we had a genealogist in the family, a cousin who really had good records of my Irish heritage. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you what we did. This is a Shutterfly book, and I think it's a 12 by 12 hardcover tabletop toy book. Black. We did the black because the black probably is better to do. We had a lot of black and white photographs. It was easy. Took a little while getting used to the format, but it was wonderful. We dedicated it to grandkids, and we have tons of pictures throughout. A lot of them of my grandmother. See the picture right here where my fingers are? That is my great-grandfather, John. He and his wife, Bridget, were born in Carrigaline, Ireland, which is in the potato farming area of Roscommon. And he's the one who had my grandma, Nellie Flanagan, and her 8 brothers and sisters.
He seems to be pretty proud of himself.
He does.
What, he makes good potatoes, or what does he do?
Well, I don't know exactly what he did, but I think he was a potato farmer, definitely. We were definitely not of royal heritage.
If you showed my great-grandfather, don't go looking for him, but he was born in Leipzig, and he was a musician, which is better than a potato farmer.
That's true.
But he like this too with the big
mutton chops. Yeah.
Mutton or mutton.
And we had 6 copies of this made for our 6 children, and most of them keep them on their coffee tables. Grandkids have looked through them, and the best part about it, grandkids, is that when you get to be in 3rd grade, you are going to have to do the required heritage paper. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you did something like this? So this comes under one of the, I wouldn't call this nonsense. This was definitely something very good for us to do. Get the books so we can show them. Right there, just 2 or 3. Okay.
Here's us growing up in New Jersey.
Yep.
And that's just the 2 of us.
Now, the first part of the book we did me growing up in New Jersey, starting
She gets
from my birth.
3/4 of the book.
No, I don't.
And I get page 2 and 6.
No, he had a fun little life too. This is a great book. I'm going to show the page that I did called "What We Had and What We Didn't Have." Now, Moose and I were born in 1937, so we did live in our early years during the war, and we have tons of stories, as I'm sure a lot of you might remember. The dark blackout shades and saving gum wrappers in school and all the things we saved. Moose just turned off this video because he said I was rambling, getting off point. But I found the page that I want to show you that the grandkids love. It's called "What We Had and What We Didn't Have." And you would be surprised if you went through this list. See some of the pictures in there? For instance, the kids can't believe we didn't have TV until we were somewhere around 10 years old. Okay, the 3rd book keeps shutting me off. The 3rd book is called It's a Wonderful Life. And it's all about our family from the time we got married. You gotta keep your head up. You see the top of your hat all the time. Is 1960 when we were married, and it goes all the way to present. Unfortunately, there's a couple of grandchildren, little Lizzie, who's 4, and Megan, and I can't remember, that aren't in it. I think Megan was in utero at the time, so I might have to do some supplemental pages. But this book has 1,000 photos of our life. We lived in San Francisco area, we lived in Scotland, we lived back east, we lived out here. All the pictures of all the wonderful things we did with our children, 6 children, are in this book, fun. So you can do this. Keep your head up, Mo. See, you see the top of your head all the time. Good boy. So, my grandma, Bill, Nellie Flanagan, came over on the boat when she was 18. Her mom and dad, John and Bridget, had 8 kids, and they came from a place in Roscommon called Carradine.
My grandmother, we don't know too much about her. We learned later. Well, let me explain to her. She came from Leipzig, came here as a young girl, I guess maybe 15, 16. We don't know why she left Leipzig or how she got here. She must have taken a boat because they weren't running aircraft then. And she married a widower named Lamb and had 3 children.
I have no more notes, so I guess we have to say goodbye. So the message was, grandparents, do this when you're probably in the prime of your life somehow. Dig up all the old photographs, and I recommend doing custom writing. I love to write. Tell the funny stories, and your children will have these, your grandchildren will have them. And grandkids, hit this book when you get to 3rd grade, and you won't have to do any research.
And so we say,
farewell,
goodbye,
goodbye, la 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 la. Goodbye, everybody. Be kind. We love you. Bye.
Enjoy watching Nanny and the Moose. Make sure you like and subscribe. And ring the bell.